Here we are, look. A big fat fail. What is up, guys? I hope you are all doing well. I hope you're having a good day. Me, on the other hand, I'm not too sure. Bruh. So I had the daily MOT'd last week and it failed. It failed, guys. It failed its MOT. Nothing major, however. It failed because of the parking brake. Apparently it's not good enough. I kind of knew that this might be the issue because the parking brake isn't holding on very well. So I kind of saw this coming, but I did not bother having a go because the parking brake on the Hyundai i20 is a drum brake, and I know they can be very laborious and a pain in the so I haven't bothered having a go at changing it, but now I'm actually forced to change it. I actually phoned a repair company to see how much it would cost me to change both the left and the right parking brake, and they quoted me £200 for it. I thought, let me go on eBay and have a look how much a parking brake cost, and it turned out it cost £36 for both left and the rear parking brake with the new hardwares and everything. So that's a no-brainer. So I thought I'll have a go myself. It will be a good experience for me anyway. I have never done this before. I have never changed parking brakes before, but I thought it'd be a good idea. Let's have a crack at it. So these are new hardwares, by the way. I've just taken out the box and put it in this little ice cream box. So we have finally got access to the brakes. First thing that we need to do first is take the calipers off. It's held by two bolts, one here and one on there. I don't know if you can see. One on there and one on here somewhere. It's all very, very rusted, so that should be fun taking it off. So once the caliper is out of the way, we should have access to the drum brakes. These bolts are 14mm.
Bruh.
As expected, because these bolts are so rusty, I've been struggling to loosen it with just a normal ratchet. So I'm going to try a breaker bar and see if that does the trick. Let's hope we don't snap any bolts today. That would make my life hell. The breaker bar did help, but it seems that I was tightening it and not loosening it. Fuck my life. But yeah, so it's now one bolt loose. One bolt off, got one more to do. Let's go. So the caliper has got lines attached to it and it's preventing it from being taken off. So what I need to do is remove this bolt here that's keeping these lines in place, and then hopefully we should be able to pull the caliper off, and we can take that off using a 12mm socket. So there should be a star screw here. Screw off. So now we should be able to remove the disc or the drum. Oh, that came off very easy. I must admit, from this point on, I've got no clue what I'm doing. Looking at our new hardware, I can't see any signs of wear at all. Looks like the old brake shoe. The old brake shoe still has quite a lot of padding on it, so we might not even need to change it. But I'll double check anyway. And it seems quite a lot of the hardware, like the springs, are still pretty new, so we might not even need to change the pads at all. But as you can see from the pads, it's still quite thick, and this is what the new one looks like. It's about the same thickness. The pads are about the same thickness, so it might not have anything to do with a worn pads at all. It might have to do something with the tension on the brakes. So I had a little look. There is a sort of tensioner that we can open up. So there's this little tensioner down here, and what it does is that it opens the shoe just a little bit, so when you pull the handbrake it can make contact with the disc properly. So we might just change that and see if that actually helps. Just opened it by, I'd say, a mil, literally just a tiny smidge, and then we'll see if the disc will fit back in. I'm just going to widen it just a little bit now. So I've got a feeling that that's probably what's causing the loose handbrake, is that the pads aren't making full contact with the insides of the disc or the drum, hence why it's not clamping on. Because if it was actually clamping on, this probably would have been a lot worn out than it currently is. So it doesn't seem like we need to change the pads. Thank God for that, because I was not looking forward for that. That would have taken me a long time. We'll leave it as is. We're not going to change any pads today. It only cost me £36 anyway, rather than 200 quid. So hopefully that should have done the trick. We'll put everything back, have a look at the other side, and then we'll test it out. So now this side is all put back. I'm gonna go and do the same on the other side. I do just have to take a moment though. It is pretty crazy, me doing all this stuff. Or a year ago, I wouldn't even have any idea having a go at doing stuff like this. And yet here I am, servicing my own car, checking all the brakes. It's pretty surreal, to be honest with you. It's such a great feeling being able to do things yourself. So I would encourage you guys having a go at doing it yourself at home. Just make sure that whatever you're doing, that you are safe. Do not ever put yourself in a dangerous situation, because it can be catastrophic. But yeah, have a go at doing things yourself. So if this does work, we have just saved ourselves 200 quid. I have spent £36 on the pads and we didn't even use it, but still that's £170. Quick maths. Anyway, we'll go and do the other side. So it looks like it's the exact same situation here on the left hand side. The pads are still perfectly fine, but tensioner is fully closed. So we'll open it up a little bit, and then hopefully it should be fine. I've just opened it about at least a millimeter or 1.5, just a tiny bit, and hopefully that should be fine. So as you can see, the pads are still pretty thick. And then there's new hardwares on there, which tells me that this has been recently changed, but just not properly tensioned. So that is all done finally. There is one more tensioner that we could alter so that the handbrake is a lot tighter. So that is inside the car. A little long loose. And then some wrench. I can already feel a massive difference on the handbrake. It used to take 7 clicks to get to the full lock, but now it's taken 5 clicks to full lock. That is a good sign. So the other tensioner that we can change is here. So grab a little plier, grab a little nipple, and that is it. I think we just need to tighten that up, and we should be good. But I'm thinking we probably don't even need to tighten that anymore because the handbrake feels a lot tighter already. I am actually having a lot of difficulties trying to tighten that bolt up because it's such an awkward place. So I'm not going to bother tightening it up. I'm just going to leave it as is. We do however need to test it out if the handbrake is working, and I cannot think of any other way except putting it on a ramp, reversing on a ramp, stopping midway and putting the handbrake on, and hopefully it stays still. Don't know how they test it in the MOT center. Any MOT testers watching this, let me know, how do you test handbrakes? Here we go, moment of truth. Good start. There we go. Will she stay in place? We're about middle of the ramp now, I think. Put the handbrake up. Will she stay? It is staying in place, boys and gents. I am so happy with that. Ladies and gents, we have actually done it. Oh my god, I cannot believe it. Look at that, staying in place. We have actually done it. I think it is gonna pass this time, but obviously the moment of truth is gonna be tomorrow, where it's gonna get MOT retested. But I feel like that's gonna be a pass. Oh my god, we have actually done it. I can't believe it. So that has just saved us almost £160 for just doing it ourselves. If I hadn't had a go at it, who knows, but yes, we'll see tomorrow. And yeah, we'll see tomorrow in the MOT if it passes. I have just got back from the MOT test center, and good news! She has passed! Look at that, boys, she has passed. That is some result. I am well happy with that. What we all did yesterday has paid off. We have come such a long way with this car, my little daily driver. When I introduced the car, there was a few bits that need changing, from changing the key, the boot struts, the windscreen wiper, the light bulbs, and even to servicing the car myself, and now the drum brakes. If you deal with cars every day, most of these things might not even be a big deal to you, but for me it is. I've never done these things before. I'm very happy that I'm having a go at these things myself and learning a lot in the process, to be honest with you. And you know what, as a bonus, we're saving a lot of money for doing everything ourselves as well. I've got a few more little things to do with this car, and then who knows, we might even move on to a new little project, a new daily. Who knows if you got to this part of the video. Thank you so much for sticking around, and yeah, thank you so much for watching. And please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It will help the channel a lot. Drop a like and drop a comment and drop me a message if you want. Follow my Instagram. Thank you so much for watching this video. It really means a lot. And yeah, I will see you on the next one.